Hello, welcome to not Recipes for Success, Eagle Chat with Tutoring and Upswing, where we're going to tell you all about how to use them as a resource to help you succeed in your classes. And we have Alice Kanakis, who is the director of Upswing, and Amanda Guerrero, who is the director of the Academic Success Centers, also known for you as Tutoring. Welcome, Alex and Amanda.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to share my screen real quick and kind of go over some brief information for everybody. We really appreciate the opportunity to be talking to our students, and we want to welcome you guys to the fall semester. And thank you for choosing Houston Community College to pursue your educational journey. We're looking forward to partnering with you guys to ensure that you have all the supports that you need as you progress through your program, both within the Academic Success Center and also through Upswing. So just hang tight here and let me share my screen. All right, here we go. Everybody can see that? Yes, but it's on the opposite side. Okay. All right, so the goal of our conversation today is really to introduce you guys to the Tutoring Services Department and talk about some best practices and how we can establish partnerships with you to support you guys in a very intentional way. So why tutoring, you might ask? You know, back in the day, tutoring was something that the most prestigious of schools were able to offer to their students. And currently in many Asian countries, the tutors are some of the highest paid individuals that work in those areas. However, here in the United States, when you hear the word tutoring, oftentimes it's referred to something in a negative connotation, and we are working very diligently to break down those barriers and that thought process, because tutoring is not a bad thing. In fact, a lot of our students who come for tutoring are students making mid B's, high C's, even low A's. They just want to do better. But we're here to support all of our students. And we really hope that many of our students who might be making low C's and even high D's or even borderline not passing start utilizing tutoring services earlier and more frequently in the semester. And let's talk a little bit about that. So if you see, if you can see this graph that I'm showing you right now, we do a lot of different studies on the students who come for tutoring at HCC. And you can see here, these are the gold bar represents students who came for tutoring, and the rust colored bar are all other HCC students within those specific ethnicities. And you can see here that the students who come for tutoring tend to have higher success rates in terms of grades A, B's, and C's than their counterparts who do not come for tutoring. This information, it just kind of shows our progression, our participation in tutoring, things of that nature. The majority of students who come for tutoring come for mathematics, developmental mathematics, and English. What I will say is that anytime that you see a writing tutor, our writing tutors, many of them can tutor English, but many of them cover anything that is written, and it's logged a little bit differently. It's logged according to the course that the student's coming into. So let's say you have a history paper and you want to come and receive tutoring for it. So a writing tutor sees you. We actually log that under the history category because that's the class that the student's in. So if you were to add English in here, it would pop up really high, English and writing, really high into almost similar numbers as what our mathematics tutoring is for. Now, it doesn't mean that these are the only topics that we offer tutoring, and these are just some of the higher visited topics. So what are our students typically saying about tutoring? We do administer a survey. It's completely voluntary. Our students have access to it at the bottom of their appointments, and you would receive, if you were to call into our tutoring our Academic Success Center call center and schedule a tutoring appointment, you would get an invite to take the survey at the bottom of your Outlook invite. But our students, we have about 96% of our students feel better prepared to succeed in the courses that they were tutored in. This is not a small sample size of responses. This is over 4,000 responses voluntarily provided to us by our students. 81% of our students rate their tutoring experience as outstanding. If you were to grab the word good, which is another option on that particular question, it also hops up into the high 90s. So we'll take good and outstanding any day of the week. 96% of our students felt that the tutor either met or exceeded their expectations in being prepared for their sessions. 89% feel that the tutor customizes their tutoring session to meet the learning needs of the students. 95% believe that the tutor listens to them and understands their concerns. So this is good information. We use this information on our surveys when we identify coaching topics or topics for our next conference, things of that nature. We also have some not so qualitative, more qualitative, less quantitative questions at the end of the survey that kind of gives you open dialogue to be able to provide whatever feedback that the student wants to. So let's talk about tutoring. What are the options to receive tutoring at Houston Community College? There are 3 main options. I'm going to be talking about options 1 and 2, and Alex will give you a more thorough account for option number 3. So option 1 for synchronous or video conference tutoring, meaning one-on-one, you're real time with the tutor. We utilize the Virtual Academic Success Center via Microsoft Teams, similar to how we're meeting here, and it's super easy to get into contact with us. In fact, if you have a cell phone, I recommend pulling it out right now and plugging this telephone number into your cell phone and just labeling it HCC Tutoring. It's 713-718-8184. You'll see the number through this presentation displayed multiple times, but again, it's easy for you guys to get into contact with us when you start to struggle on any sort of content or an assignment. If you have that number already programmed into your phone, it's very quick to flip the switch of, oh, I need some help. Let me call tutoring. I already have the contact number. So go ahead and plug that in. Our tutors are available Monday through Thursday from 8 in the morning until 8 at night. We used to stay open on Tuesdays and Wednesdays until 10, but not enough students were actually utilizing the services from that 8 to 10 timeframe. So it's really just 8 to 8 Monday through Thursday. I need to update the slide. And then Friday from 8 to 4 and Saturday 9 to 3. Option 2 for in-person one-on-one tutoring. You can also use the Academic Success Center by calling that same telephone number, or you can stop by one of our 15 Academic Success Centers and talk to a lab assistant who's at the front desk, and they can get you set up to meet with the tutor. It is important to understand, if you are dropping in, to cruise our Find a Tutor database to see if the subject that you're wanting tutoring in is being offered at the time that you're planning to actually come in to see a tutor. So I'm going to take you to that really, really quickly. I want you to see what it looks like. So if you, I'm going to go back to the very basics. If you go to hccs.edu, just straight up our website, and you go to the magnifying glass in the upper right-hand corner and you type in tutoring, the first option that comes up is tutoring services. If you click into that here, it takes you to our main website. On our main website, we have a link at the top here to find the tutoring schedules. We also have other information like how you can join some of our workshops. We'll talk a little bit about what our workshops are in a little bit. HCC is allowing this fall students to register a little bit late, so we have an additional support in place for those students who register late. Don't worry about the faculty tutorial system. That's something different. We have an overview here of our video about how our services work. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds. I highly encourage you to watch it. It doesn't take but just a couple of minutes. Those 3 options are listed out here. Here are the details and the hours about virtually meeting with the tutor. We also have listed out what our tutors are able to do versus what they're not able to do. And that's very important to understand when going into a session. I would say 90% of any issues that arise could have been solved if everybody understood what tutors are able to do versus not do. These are all of our academic success centers listed out with the actual building and the room numbers provided. But into the Find a Tutor database, that's really what I wanted to take you to. You can either select I want real-time tutoring to view the tutoring schedules, or you can click I want online tutoring through Upswing, and that will take you to Alex's program, and he'll talk about that shortly. When you're in here, you can sort by colleges. So we've got Central Coleman, our Northeast College, Northwest, Southeast, and so on and so forth. Just keep in mind, like Northeast College consists of Northline, North Forest, and Caldwell, where like Northwest is Spring Branch, Katy, Alief, Hayes, Alief, Bissonnette. So you just kind of know, like, okay, this is the location I'm at, and it resides in this particular college. Or you don't have to put any college at all. And let's just say you want to search for biology tutoring, BIOL, biology. I didn't even spell the whole word out. You could spell the whole word out if you want, but that's kind of the acronym of the course as it would be listed in your schedule. So you can see here that we've got the college listed out here. We've got the campus, the actual, whether it be like Missouri City, Stafford, West Loop, etc. The subject has listed out, keeping in mind anatomy and physiology also falls within the BIOL area. And then the room numbers are listed here and the hours that a tutor is available. Then the dates. We change our schedules 3 times a year by the semester because many of our tutors also teach. In fact, 95 of our 170 tutors are faculty credentialed, and we have about 20 tutors that have PhDs. So they're very, very well versed and extreme experts in the content areas that they're teaching and tutoring in. The rest of our tutors are peer tutors. So they might be individuals who have made, well, they would have to have made an A in the course and had a faculty referral to become a tutor. They're great to work with as well because it's nice to be able to relate to the person that you're speaking to, and being that they're fellow students, they know exactly what you're going through from the student perspective. So our availability here, the dates are here. There's special notes that'll be listed here, the supervisor in charge, and then also the telephone number. If you keep scrolling down, you'll see more of what's being provided. It's important to see that this is displaying records 1 of 13. Oftentimes, if you were to say search and not put any subject in, and you're just like, I want to see all the tutoring that HCC offers. When you get down to the very bottom, and you can sort by college, you can sort by subject, you can sort by all kinds of different things here. But if you go down to the very bottom of the screen, you're going to be able to see here that this is 1 through 25 of 215 rows. So you would want to make sure that you're scrolling to the next page. So I'm on page 2 of 9. They're very small gray buttons at the very bottom of the screen. I just wanted to bring that, a little bit of awareness to that. So if you don't want to search by tutoring, our website is hccs.edu/tutoring. That takes you directly back here, and just kind of want to point out a few other things. We do have technical support if you need assistance. These are our resources for Microsoft Teams, but if you're in this call right now, then obviously you're doing pretty good with your Teams. More information here about Upswing, and then down at the very bottom here, you can link into Upswing. You can go back to the Find a Tutor database. We do have tutor resources. Now, this is really cool. This is our LibGuides, right? In our LibGuides, they're constantly evolving, and we're vetting material on a pretty regular basis. But one of the really cool areas that a lot of students don't know that they have access to at their fingertips is styles, guides, and templates. Templates are really cool because guess what? You may have a professor that's asking you to write an APA style. You might have a different professor that's requiring you to write MLA style. There are both templates and tools down here for you to be able to use so that you can start writing your paper and be confident that the way that you're writing, the way that you're referencing is according to the standards for each particular style. There's a lot of other information in here. Chemistry, for example, we've partnered with Professor Hybrecht, and he has a lot of great YouTube videos about some of the top areas that students tend to struggle with in chemistry. Matter and energy, atoms, nuclear chemistry, and so on and so forth. So he has some handouts. He also has YouTube videos that help with the understanding of those particular areas as well. All right, so option 3 again is for tutoring with Upswing. I'm not going to get too much into that because I don't want to overlap with what Alex has to share with you. But
actually, I can probably do it right now if you want.
Sure.
Let me go ahead and do that so that way we stay on target. Hello, everyone. My name is Alex Kanakis, and I'm the manager for HCC Upswing. And what we do is what's called asynchronous tutoring. We've been online since 2006. In fact, this coming September, we'll be celebrating 18 years of helping students. And let me explain to you what asynchronous tutoring is. It is not real-time tutoring. Actually, it is offline tutoring to make it a little bit more easier to understand. Students upload their assignments to Upswing, and we return it to them with the critique by the tutor, usually within a reasonable time of about 24 hours. Now, that will change. That does change during the semester because of the influx of submissions that we get in. Let me go ahead and share my screen now, and I will show you the hopefully everybody can see this. This is the website for Upswing.
It's just blue. It's a plain blue, your background screen.
Okay. Is it there now?
No.
Let me try again. Let's see. Here we go. Sorry about that. Now there we go. Okay. This is our homepage, and you can reach it at hccs.upswing.io. Under important information right here, you will see what our turnaround time is. And again, this will change over the semester. Right now, we can get it back to you within 24 hours. And since we are open 24/7, 365, that means that if you submit it, let's say on a Saturday at 8 a.m., the earliest you'll get it back will be Sunday at 8 a.m. Okay. And again, we also have the information for the virtual tutoring services. And also, of course, we have the Online Tutoring Resource Center as well, which we created based upon student need. And I have a dedicated tutor named Joanna Paunos, who is the curator of this. And this is also, again, this covers every type of information you will need regarding any kind of program or any kind of class that you're taking. Okay, let me get out of this. Okay. Before you start using Upswing, I would recommend that you watch this short 10-minute video that walks you through the system. I'm going to demonstrate how to log in and how to upload, but if you forget, this resource is here. I strongly recommend that you watch it first before you log in. Okay, you will log in using your W number and your HCC email password. You don't have to worry about setting up an account because once you are a student here at HCC, you will be able to log in using your W number and your HCC email password. All that I ask is that you have an active password, and that if you change your password on your email account, that you also make sure you change it here at Upswing. Okay, when you log in, it will take you here to the assignment page. Okay, and here's where you can submit your assignment or check on the status of your assignment and also receive the completed tutoring. Okay. The other nice thing is that you have a repository here of all your previous submissions, so that way you can always look back and see what you submitted, and also it will keep it for years. Okay. When you want to submit a paper, choose the assignment here and always check to make sure you select the correct queue, because obviously different tutors review different queues. Okay. We also, by the way, can also tutor your resume, your letters, your college applications, and your personal statements if you want. So we can even help you beyond HCC. Okay, so let's say that you want to upload a sophomore literature paper. You're in second year English. Enter the title of what the paper is, tell us who your professor is, and tell us the course name. It's usually going to be something like that. Okay, you can also choose the file that you're going to submit. If you have your teacher's directions, please submit that as well. It really helps us out a lot to know what the actual assignment is. Okay, tell us what you need help with. Okay, tell us what you're supposed to do. And usually students want to know how to make their paper better. They want to make sure that they've got the right thesis sentence. They want to make sure that they've addressed all the different points. Okay, and then tell us specifically what you need help with. You know, some people will say, I can't check to see whether or not I'm using correct punctuation or not. I have a problem with run-on sentences. I'm wondering if I'm saying too much here. Okay, once you do it, you click submit, and then a tutor will receive the assignment, and we will get it back to you within the turnaround time as listed here on our homepage. Okay, if anyone has any questions, please let me know. I'm going to go ahead and type in the web page here in chat. And again, we hope to see you very soon. All of our tutors are faculty credentialed. Most of them either teach here at HCC or they teach at another college in the greater Houston area. When you turn in a submission, that's for a humanities paper, or it's like for philosophy, government, history, nursing, student services, student success, you will receive 2 tutors. You'll get one that looks at content. They're going to look to make sure you have the right people, places, and things in there. And the other tutor will tutor it for English, spelling, grammar, punctuation. We can review as many as 2 drafts per assignment. Usually once that's done, the student is pretty confident with what they've received, and then they can turn it into their professor. We've also got a feedback form, so if you have any questions, you want to leave any feedback, and I read all of them myself, please do so. If you want to compliment a tutor, please let me know their name. If you had a problem with a tutor, which sometimes happens, let me know what happened and I will take care of it, because we want to make sure that you are happy. And back to Jana and Amanda now.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Alex. That was such valuable information. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of different options that HCC has put into place that are completely complementary to you, just to ensure that you have the supports in place to help you succeed. I'm going to go ahead and reshare my screen and we'll progress along. So we just talked about the 3 options. There is this video. I'm not going to play it for you guys. I did show you on the website how you can watch it. It's a good overview of tutoring. We do advise our professors and our student services folks to share that video at the beginning of the semester. It doesn't always happen, but we do have our information listed in the syllabus, and it's also under the help section in your Canvas shell for both Upswing and the Academic Success Centers. So know where to find us, know how to connect with us. Again, the easiest thing to do is to plug our telephone number into your cell phone. Now, as Alex was saying, I did upload a couple of documents into the chat. I advise that you download and save those documents or print them out, probably save them electronically, because there's a frequently asked question document that's really important, and that tells you a little bit more about what you can expect when you come in for a tutoring session, how you can go about being well prepared. Alex mentioned bringing in the assignment prompt or showing the assignment prompt to the professor. It's no different when you see a physical face-to-face tutor. We need to see the course syllabus, the assignment prompt, your class notes, what you've worked on so far. But if you haven't started a writing assignment and you're stuck at the very beginning, which is like the brainstorming part of it to come up with a good topic, we can help you work through that process as well. So don't be afraid to call it out. That is part of the writing process. We just can't tell you what topic to write about. And we already went over how to check the tutoring schedules. You don't need to worry about that other part there, but let's jump right into what tutors can do and what they can't do. This is listed on our website under each option for tutoring, and it's also going to be provided to you in the Outlook invite for a tutoring session appointment. So our English and writing tutors, they might make notes and comments throughout a student's paper, help you guys understand what needs to be improved upon or corrected, how to make those necessary changes, and then matching you to resources that help you so that that same issue doesn't become or doesn't continue to be a concern in your future writing assignments. They can ask you questions that help you think through your ideas. We call that the Socratic method. Don't get frustrated if a tutor is asking you questions to help you come to a conclusion. It's part of critical thinking, and it's a stimulation that we're trying to do there. What our English and writing tutors don't do, they won't grade your work, they won't edit your work, they won't do your work, and they won't give you what your ideas are to write about. They're not going to offer you feedback on what grade they think that your assignment should make. And if you have something that you're disgruntled about with your professor, please don't bring that to the tutor's attention. Talk directly to your professor about that. The tutor is there to help you with your assignment and how to positively, or your content, how to positively progress with your learning. Our math and science tutors, they help students understand where they became lost on a problem. So that's really important, that if you are coming to tutoring, please attempt your problems on your homework before seeing the tutor. They can look over your steps and figure out where you became lost, and then go back, and we do something called show, tell, do, review. So we'll show you how to solve a similar type of problem, and then we talk about it, and then you solve your problem, and then we review that with you to kind of see where we're at. And then if we need to redo the cycle, then we do that again until you understand how to solve that particular math problem. So we explain math concepts, which you might have been confused about. We solve similar types of problems. Our math and science tutors are extremely well versed with things like the lockdown browser, when a quiz or a test or even a graded assignment is being administered. We are unable to help you directly with anything that you will be earning a grade on. That work has to be your work, not the tutor's work. So that's something that some students get a little frustrated with. They think they're coming in and the tutor's going to work through every one of their homework assignment questions with them. They will solve similar types of problems as what's in your homework, but that homework assignment has to be your homework. So our math and science tutors do not grade students' work or solve the students' problems for them. This is some of the just general feedback that students put into that survey in the open-ended question area. You can see it's all very positive. Is it always very positive? No, occasionally we'll get some feedback that's a little bit more critical. We do evaluate that and look into it further and see if it's a coaching opportunity or if it's just a misunderstanding type thing, but we definitely take all of our feedback into consideration. So how do you connect with us? You call us at this telephone number and we will help walk you through everything else that needs to occur then thereafter, in scheduling an appointment or getting in contact with the subject and the tutor that you need. So we have our tutoring website, we have our schedules, we connect with our students through Microsoft Teams, we connect with them through Upswing, and please do take 10 minutes of your time to watch that video. It's very rich and it's very good. We also offer student success workshops. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that. I'm going to take you to that really quickly here because this is really important. That didn't work so well, but if you go hccs.edu/tutoring, at the very top of the screen, you'll see tutoring workshops and a link then there into this. The very top section is for students who enroll late. You don't really have to worry too much about that because you guys are here early in the semester, but the recipes for success and a flyer is also in the chat is here. And you can see in August, like yesterday, we just ran a workshop called Effective Note-Taking Methods. So now we're talking about learning and study skills, where most of the tutoring falls into the category of content, writing, and solving problems. This is more life skills that you can use not just through your educational journey, but pretty much throughout your career. I mean, you still have to know how to effectively take notes in meetings, right? Test taking strategies. There are many different times in life that you might be assessed. We've got today's Eagle chat, obviously, how to win at math and overcoming math anxiety. Learn how to learn. I actually present this one. It's metacognition. There's no other easy way to say the word metacognition, but it's being very aware about how you learn and being able to implement strategies that help you learn better. And then navigating the AI landscape in the classroom. It's really important. Some professors are promoters of artificial intelligence, and others are forbidders of artificial intelligence. Be sure you always read through your syllabus and understand where your professor's stand is on this topic. And then if you are going to use AI and it is allowed, you have to understand responsible and ethical use of AI and how to properly source anything that is used through AI. And then also, how do you check to ensure that the validity of the information that's popping out is true? We don't ever in any circumstances advise you using AI to write for you. That is forbidden in any way, shape, or form in education. So this is a really good workshop, though, to understand responsible uses of AI, because that's not only going to be important in your educational journey, but when you get out into the real world or your profession or whatever have you, you still need to understand how to use that properly. There's been many lawsuits out there right now about folks even using this in the court, lawyers and such who have used AI in the courtroom, and it ends up being not valid, and that causes even further type issues, right? So we also have academic essay structures as an independent workshop, active listening for note-taking, strategies to succeed. Sometimes we'll pop in something relating to time management or stress management. Remembering what you read. That one's a big one. How many times have you guys read through a textbook and maybe read a paragraph and then you're like, what the heck did I just read? And then you go back and read it like 2 or 3 times and you're like, why am I not retaining this? Well, there are strategies that you can use that will help you to where you're more effective when you're reading, and so you don't have to keep repeating yourself in paragraphs and such. That's hard for me sometimes when it's a topic that I'm not so interested in, but again, there are definitely strategies that you can use. Resiliency and bouncing back. We strategically place this one after midterms because sometimes students don't exactly get what they hope that they would get at midterm time point. It doesn't mean that that game is over. You still have the other half of the semester, but you have to be able to be resilient and bounce back. That's a really good life skill too. And then just kind of moving along. Sometimes we'll repeat some of the same. There's your stress management workshop. It's getting ready to enter into holiday season, but we'll repeat this because also some of our students start in the second 8 weeks, right? So we've got first 8 weeks, second 8 week, full 16 week, and now 5-week courses, all kinds of different ways that students can take classes with it. All right, so we're getting towards the latter part of our conversation. If you consider yourself an expert in a particular area and you are interested in becoming a tutor, you can visit our website. We have instructions on how to become a tutor. The contact individuals for my department would be George Opara for Central, Juanita Martinez for South, and Patrick Teo for North. We are in a regional setup here. Those are the hiring managers within my department. But please make sure if you are going to apply that you read the instructions carefully. That is our very first screening option. If somebody is not able to follow through on reading instructions and executing clearly, that says something about their ability to work effectively in our area. If you haven't already, we also have this flyer put into our chat there. It's a good flyer. It has our QR code that will take you to the Find a Tutor database. But really, the most important thing about this flyer is the telephone number. And I've already asked you multiple times to plug it into your cell phone. So if you have it there, You're not going to accidentally throw the flyer away at a gas station when you're cleaning out your car. It's in your cell phone, which we hardly ever lose, right? And if we do, we replace them rather quickly. Or if you're like me and you accidentally dump it into the toilet, then you replace it immediately.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's happened. I've also dumped it into in my laundry, like carried it in my laundry basket, not realizing I didn't take it out, and then dumped it into the washing machine. Water and my cell phone don't really go hand in hand. All right, this is an old flyer for our workshops. The updated flyer is in the chat. So you know that they exist. We talked about what they are and how to connect with us. So I'm going to open it up now and just ask, what questions do you guys have for Alex and I? Bilal, Diana, I know it's really the only two of you guys today. You're welcome to take yourself off of mute and ask whatever that you wish from us.
I don't really have any questions, but I just want to say thank you for hosting this. This is actually really beneficial for me, and I'll definitely be using this to help myself.
Thanks, Bilal. We look forward
Thank
to
you.
helping you.
Tell your friends.
And thank you for coming. In the chat, along with all the tutoring and upswing, is information on upcoming events, more of the Eagle chat, bingo tonight at 6 p.m. It's online. And I have a couple of surveys. I think both of you have come to other events. Please continue to fill out the survey. Just put your name in more to win the power banks at the end of the month. And, and if you haven't filled out the form to get a t-shirt yet, that will mail to you just for attending, make sure you fill out that form so you can get your free t-shirt. And thank you once again for coming. Thank you, Amanda and Alex. It's always a pleasure. And I hope to see everybody soon and at other events.
Thank you guys.
Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take off.
All right, I'm going to make sure they have all the resources.
All righty.
Diana, have you been able to download everything, or do I need to wait a little bit?
For some reason, it won't let me click on the links for the survey. And so I'm trying to copy the link to my computer.
All right, let me see
so that I can. And for some reason, I can't view these on my computer. I have to do it on my phone. So I'm having a hard time seeing all the little things you all are showing.
Oh, well, I'll email some to you then.
And this is my first time at school. And so I'm just kind of trying to figure out what's going on here. Yeah,
and Microsoft Teams is tricky. But I will email you these things. And the links too. Because you're signed in, obviously, here, so I don't understand why it's not letting you in. But I'll email all of this to you, so you'll have it.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. More than happy to. And I will get that in an email to you in just a moment. Thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to end the meeting now and get all this to you in a.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.